Foreign Object, the 8th episode of Murderbot Season 1, contains unexpected twists and turns, with Murderbot's recollections and the menacing pre-show broadcast turning out to be a real crisis. The sci-fi drama series has taken a serious turn in this episode. With trust, identity, autonomy, and internal conflicts all at stake, the stakes are higher than ever. The most significant and personal episode of the season has been reframed by the showrunners, Paul and Chris Weitz, with an episode that promises both internal trauma and exterior threats. This is an emotionally charged chapter with a somewhat slow burn payoff for fans who appreciate Murderbot's dry wit and hidden emotions. It is gradually changing the course of the performance in preparation for an exciting conclusion. In Episode 8, the cohesion of the pre-show and the dependability of Murderbot are called into doubt. The episode begins with the press-all getting cryptic messages from an unidentified opposition source. It is a concerning indication that suggests corporate espionage, sabotage, or worse. It is large and looms over the ensemble like a rain cloud, neither entirely warning nor entirely a sign of peril. My belief in Murderbot is based on the team's response, despite the fact that he recognizes danger signals before anybody else does. Rather than getting ready for a big defense, a quiet tension develops as they debate whether to launch a covert investigation or strike back. As a result, the story becomes a psychological minefield rather than an action-packed battle. The high stakes and biotech power position in the show's universe are reflected in the paranoid atmosphere that permeates the air these days. The team is put to the test, not in terms of retaliation, but rather in terms of unity. The tension throughout the episode is constantly increasing, and fear, rather than a laser gun, is the threat. Gurathan's meddling has deprived Murderbot of his privacy. There is a great deal of emotional upheaval in sharp contrast to the exterior threat that the episode presents. As Gurathan explores Murderbot's memory, he discovers details he had assumed were securely hidden. It is not a diagnostic scan, but a psychological excavation. Parts of Murderbot that he didn't want to revisit are flashbacks to earlier deadly missions in which he participated. Building on the disclosures in Episode 7, it was the ideal introduction to this one. They are more than just the best parts of his earlier action. They are landlines of emotion. Murderbot flinches, sensing that his independence has been infringed. It is clear that Gurathan's intellectual curiosity and Murderbot's recollections are at odds. Dr. Mensah is caught between keeping the team cohesive and respecting Murderbot's developing sense of self. There is more to this revelation than exposition. It comes down to the show's central philosophical idea. What distinguishes humans from machines? Who can access your memories? Viewers witness silent resistance and a growing sense of concern as Murderbot tries to recover control over his anxiety. Undoubtedly, Foreign Object has substituted emotional upheaval for explosions. Themes of rebellion, identity, and trust appear to be central to the episode. It is character-focused and psychologically intense, and it seems like a turning moment in the season. The most gory explosions are those that occur inside one's head, so if you were hoping for sci-fi excitement, be prepared.